Hello everybody, I am Jedi Jack Penguin and welcome to my first 2024 LEGO Harry Potter review. So today we're going to be looking at set number 76426, the Hogwarts Castle Boathouse. This set includes 350 pieces, retailing for $37.99 when it releases on March 1st of 2024. Now first off, I did want to give a huge thank you shout out to my friend Luke, or No One of Importance, on Instagram. You can follow him, link in the description below. Thank you for letting me buy this set early off you, since I haven't been able to find very much of anything March related so far in my travels, but no matter, that's why the LEGO store exists. Look forward to a haul video this Friday. Taking a closer look at the box art for this set, we follow the same style that we've been seeing since the start of the 20th anniversary, with your characters down at the bottom and your logos at the top. Diving deeper into the background of this set, I really love that view of Hogwarts. I just think it looks really pretty, and also just seeing the stairs leading from the boathouse up to the main castle. Unfortunately, this probably isn't how it's going to look when we see this actually connect to the Great Hall that we're getting this summer. It's more likely to probably look something as you see here from the side of the box, and we'll get a much better look at it from the back of the instructions. Some other small things to note: the boats do not float, and we will also be getting one of those new collectible portraits included in this set. Honestly, those are probably going to be some of the weirdest things in these sets. It's something that I actually had to do research on. As a huge Harry Potter fan, that's not something that I have to say very often when it comes to LEGO sets, but there are quite a lot of obscure characters in that list. Really excited to see who I get. I'll talk more about my thoughts when we get to that. We've made it to March 2024, and North America still does not have paper bags in their sets. I believe Europe has quite a few sets that are getting paper bags these days. But anyways, we get 3 numbered bags and an instruction manual for this set. No sticker sheet, gotta love that. The instructions come in a nice tidy little booklet. Love the style of this. You also get your QR code, which you can scan for some extra VIP points. From the back side, you get your win information, piece count, 2 pages, and an advertisement for those collectible portraits, which I really wish that LEGO would have named these characters, just because some of them are a little obscure. If you guys are interested in seeing who I think some of these characters are, here's just a quick cheat sheet of who I think is who from this list based on my research. Of course, some of this information could be wrong, and if you have any better input, feel free to tell me in the comment section below. I would love to hear it. Now, this next advertisement is the one that just makes me really excited about this brand new Hogwarts lineup, and that is just how they're showing these 2 new Hogwarts expansions alongside the rest of the castle. And this summer we're supposed to see, I think, 2 brand new Hogwarts expansions, one of which being just the Great Hall with the rocky ground, which will lead to this set, and then the other one being the Potions classroom. If you think of the layout of that, that is located in the dungeons. So it might just be another platform just to help expand this and move it forward, as very likely in 2025 we won't just build sideways, we'll build up. To start us off, the way we always do, we have the boy who lived, Harry Potter, who is exclusive to this set due to the arrangement of parts. We see the return of the unsorted Hogwarts uniform, which we saw introduced within the 2021 Advent calendar. Great to see that piece return, and on all 4 figures, in fact. Really great piece to get. Facial expression will be the same exact one we saw introduced back in 2018, with a smirk from the front, and then an unhappy, scared look from the back side, and also that hairpiece that was introduced in that same year, 2018. Not a bad figure, just nothing really too exciting. The only repeat minifigure in this set is going to be Hermione Granger, who also came within the direct-to-consumer Hogwarts Express. It's interesting to see that that version was exclusive at all. We get her in the unsorted Hogwarts uniform just like her fellow Gryffindors, though the one difference compared to the boys is of course that we get that skirt design, which also comes with those dual molded legs. We saw this concept introduced also in 2022. And finally, as for that facial expression, it'll be that same exact one that we saw introduced in 2018, with a smile from the front side, and then a scared look from the back side, and that same hairpiece from 2018 as well. Probably my favorite of the students has to be Neville Longbottom, purely because we get a brand new double-sided facial expression. One with a sad look from the front where he can't find Trevor, he's so sad that he can't find the toad that his grandmother bought him. And then all of a sudden when he finds Trevor, we get this very nice, cute, happy smile. Oh my gosh, this is a great facial expression for Neville Longbottom. Definitely prefer it compared to the more worried look that we got back in 2021. And then finally, to round out our minifigure selection, we have Dean Thomas using a much darker flesh tone than some of the older variants that we would get of his character. I should also say this facial expression is not exclusive. It was introduced within the Magical Trunk set and also even used on Lee Jordan as of last year. I definitely think that it fits him better in this situation than for Lee Jordan. They should have just given him a new facial expression altogether. But still, as far as representation goes, I am happy to see LEGO include this figure, despite me maybe wanting to see some Slytherins, Hufflepuffs, and Ravenclaws mixed in with our Gryffindors. Now, the star of the show, no doubt, is getting a brand new version of Professor McGonagall. Now, you may be thinking, what's so special about this minifigure? We've seen this one before. Well, actually, LEGO has given Professor McGonagall arm printing, which is just blows my mind there. I didn't think that they could really improve on that 2021 figure. I just see that hair hat combo and just the dress printing on that one. I didn't think that they could go the extra mile with this, which they have done this with other Harry Potter figures, which just surprises me, where they add the arm printing to that Muggle clothing year 3 Harry, but still, this is just, it's great. I'm really happy with this. No doubt this Professor McGonagall figure will end up in another set, maybe over the summer because of this arm printing. LEGO's gonna want to get their money's worth out of it. But yeah, that arm printing just completes this figure, and also just looking at it from the back and seeing the edge of the arm printing, I'm just really pleased with this figure. Such a wonderful upgrade. And I also have to say, just the pattern in general, I think it's just so crazy to see LEGO change that all together for even the skirt and the torso prints, which are both unique to this figure, at least at the moment. Now, as for the rest of the figure's design, we do get the same exact facial expression and hair hat combo that we saw introduced in 2021. Get a nice smile from the front, and then a bit of an unhappy look from the back side. Again, that dual molded hair hat combo is really amazing. I love that for Professor McGonagall. And the last thing that I did want to mention is that we do happen to get a printed 2x3 tile print for one of our accessories, which includes the list of first-year students to be sorted. We have Hermione Granger, Neville Longbottom, Dean Thomas, and Harry Potter, which are the 4 characters that are included in the set. Now, my one minor complaint, and really my only issue with this set in general, is the fact that this list is not in alphabetical order. I know, it's such a terrible thing. How could this have happened? I don't really know. I think Harry's name should be before Dean's name, but I don't know what the designers were thinking. Honestly, I can look past this issue. It's not something that's really gonna bother me. It's just something that I had to point out. Comparing this set to what we got over the last few years from the 20th anniversary LEGO Harry Potter lineup, I'm really excited for what is to come in the future. This set, this build, is so much better than what they were putting out before. It's not blocky, it's just the building techniques in this thing. They're using a lot more smaller pieces to accomplish more minute details, which is something that they do a lot in the 18+ line. I just think that this is going to be a very popular set this March. Now, before we get to the castle build itself, I want to talk about the boats. Now, in the boats, you get plenty of studded room for your minifigures. You can stand them up because you can't sit them down because they have the short legs for year 1 through 2. Works like a charm, you can fit 2 characters in one and 2 characters in the other. From the front of the boat, you can see that we get a little light, which also happens to have that sausage piece in black, which is a really funny piece to get in this set. I also have to mention this again. They show this on the front of the box. These boats do not float. Don't try, it's just gonna sink to the ground. The build for the Hogwarts Castle Boathouse is the first of its kind if you don't count the micro-scale versions. This is the first time that we're getting a minifigure scale version of the boathouse, and I just think it looks wonderful. The only thing that I would have liked to have seen them do with the boathouse differently is maybe base it off Deathly Hallows. That's really the one thing that I would have really liked to have seen here, but this is still good in my opinion. First thing that I wanted to talk about is the very back side of this, where we get some clip piece connections. Now these clip piece connections, if you remember me talking earlier about the future of Hogwarts Castle, is supposed to connect to that Great Hall set releasing this summer. I cannot wait to see how that turns out, and I guess I am also a little worried about how that could turn out, though in the end I expect that LEGO's gonna make something really amazing. I bet they planned out something really big to finish out the Harry Potter line, or at least that's the way that I see it, with them calling this the most detailed Hogwarts castle ever. They want to finish with a bang. Speaking of the general design, one thing that I absolutely love about this set is the fact that the water is in that dark blue color, and I love that. That is great. That is so much better than what they do for, say, Ninjago, where you get that sort of like aqua blue color. This is the color of water for Hogwarts. I just think it's perfect. Really hope that they continue to use this color across all the sets. It would be very terrible if there's continuity errors. We also get a little bit of rock formations along the base, grass using that olive green, small tree using some of these pieces in both the regular green and the dark green being uncommon. Get some mushrooms and some leaf pieces, which you'll also find up on the roof, showing that it's fall, September, the Hogwarts students are arriving. Back to that rocky formation, one play feature that I think is really amazing that LEGO included was the fact that you can pull this little rock out, and we have Trevor the Toad in that olive green color, which is a brand new recolor for the Toad piece. I think that's really adorable, and again works very well with your Neville Longbottom, which is definitely one of my favorite figures of this set. You also get some other animals like Hedwig over here, the snowy owl. You get this little crab, I don't know why. And you also get a fish jumping out of the water where you get one of those serving hand pieces in white, which kind of brings you out of it. One last animal from the very back, I would have to guess that this might be a tease towards the Aragog set that we're getting this summer. We get a black spider piece, which was introduced that mold in 2018 as well from LEGO Harry Potter. Finishing off with the base, another thing that I have to appreciate is the fact that you can fit at least one of the boats within the boathouse. From the inside, we also get 2 of those steering oars, which you can give to your minifigures if you want to. Now, the thing that I expect most LEGO Harry Potter fans are going to be most excited about is the fact that gray roofs are back. And that, in my opinion, is definitely something to cheer for, as it's more accurate than the sand green. As much as the sand green is nostalgic, being the 2001 color, I think this also paves the way for this being the most detailed Hogwarts castle ever. And finally, that brings us to the last thing that I wanted to talk about, and that is our collectible portrait. Now, the one that I got is Helga Hufflepuff. It's a character that I think is quite easily recognizable there with her golden cup. This set only includes the one portrait. You will also be able to find them within the Hagrid's Hut, as well as the Owl resets releasing this wave. No doubt we'll end up seeing some more in the summer wave. With 14 to collect, I expect all fans are going to want to get their hands on the full set, even though I expect most of these characters are really only characters that die-hard Harry Potter fans are going to be interested in anyways. So overall, for $38, is this set worth it? Well, I definitely think it's one of the stronger sets in this March wave. You get a pretty solid minifigure selection, though the students aren't really that exciting aside from maybe getting that new facial expression for Neville Longbottom. I think Professor McGonagall definitely makes up for it with some amazing arm printing. Definitely a worthy upgrade. Now, as for the build, I think it's better than what LEGO had been putting out for the last few years when it comes to Hogwarts expansions. I think it's closer to more of a collector's Hogwarts than a play-scale kiddie Hogwarts Castle, which is something that I'm really excited about, especially with a standalone Great Hall set coming in the summer. So yeah, that's all that I have to say for this video. Leave your thoughts down in the comment section below, what your thoughts are on this set. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't upload a new video. So yeah, that's it for now, and I will see you next time. Bye!